take a look here at Kusto functions, and these are reusable queries or query parts. And Kusto supports several kinds of functions, the first being stored functions, which are user-defined functions. And these are stored and managed as one kind of database schema entity. Then just to define user-defined functions one step further, they come in two categories. We have scalar functions. So these have input scalar data types and output scalar data types, and then tabular functions. So these take input tabular data and they output tabular data. Tabular data is just when you're working with multiple rows in a table. Then you have query-defined functions, which are also user-defined functions and that are defined and used within the scope of a single query. So very similar to stored functions, but it's all based on scope, okay? Then the last on our list here is built-in functions, which are hard-coded, and these are defined by Kusto and cannot be modified users, and they just give you a lot of utility. Let's take a look at some of these built-in functions, starting with special functions. So select Kusto entities. So you might want to say, I want to select a cluster, and then I want to select a database, and then that table. Then you have aggregate functions, which perform calculations on a set of values and return a single value. So maybe you want to do a count. So you see where it says count and parentheses. Then you have Windows functions, and these operate on multiple rows and records in a row. And so one really popular one is row number, and so this could count the number of rows. Maybe you have to figure out the row numbers in relation to your query, and so that's something you could do there.